please join with me in applauding our new council. Mayor Crombie, although this meeting is very ceremonial, there are several matters of business that must be addressed. Please join me at the podium so that we can conduct our business. So we have a motion to appoint members of council to the standing committees of council.
Whereas moved by Karen Ross, seconded by Carolyn Parrish. Whereas Section 71.1 of the Council Procedural Bylaw 0139-2013 as amended identifies that the Standing Committee of Council should comprise all members of Council, and subsection 74.1 requires the members to be appointed by resolution. Now therefore be it resolved that all members of Council be appointed to the following standing committees for the term of council commencing December 1st, 2014 through November 30th, 2018, or until a successor is appointed. I, Budget Committee. I, General Committee. I, Planning and Development Committee. IB, Transportation Committee. We'll take the vote. All those in favor? Any opposed? So moved. Carried. Moved by Carolyn Parrish, seconded by Matthew Mahoney, that a bylaw be enacted to appoint an acting head of council on a rotating basis for the 2014 to 2018 term of office. Need to take a vote. All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried.
So now we need a mover for the enactment of the bylaw.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Carried.
So thank you, Mayor Crombie. That addresses the official council business that is required this evening.
Well, good evening. Ane, Bonjour, Sagao, Ni Hao, Salam Alaikum, Sat Sri Akal, Dobry wieczór, Salam, Masa al-Khir, Buonasera, Buenas noches, Boa noite, Mangang Dan Gabi, and Wanakam. Thank you for joining us for this historic occasion. It is truly incredible to gather here tonight with so many people in our beautiful Living Arts Center. I'm both honored and humbled by the trust the voters of Mississauga have placed in me and in this council, and I fully appreciate the responsibility of this office. You have my commitment that I will work hard every day to build on what Hazel McCallion has started and chart a new course to move Mississauga forward. Friends, tonight we gather to usher in a new era and a new chapter in Mississauga's history. And I, for one, have never been more optimistic about our future than I am today. This year we celebrate 40 years as a city, a significant milestone and a critical time in our history, because the decisions we make today will be felt for generations to come. We have an opportunity to do great things and to chart a new course to move Mississauga forward. And it starts right here, right now, tonight. We are the new Mississauga, and it's our city, and it's our time. Together, we will write the next great chapter in our city's history. From this moment forward, every action we take and every decision we make must be with a mind to positioning our city to succeed for the next 40 years and beyond. As your mayor, I will continue Hazel McCallion's tradition of strong fiscal management and be our city's greatest champion and Mississauga's most passionate and committed advocate. We are a dynamic, diverse, and emerging city. Mississauga is truly a city on the move. The job these last 40 years was to build Mississauga from farmland and fruit trees into a great city. Well, mission accomplished. Our job for the next 40 years will be to carve out a distinct identity and to take our place as a leader in the GTA and beyond. What the future of Mississauga will look like is up to each of us here tonight. We must work together to ensure Mississauga remains one of the best places in the world to live, to work, and to raise a family, with a quality of life that is second to none. Now is the time for collaboration and unity. Mississaugans expect their government to deliver results. The residents of the city have put their trust in us to move Mississauga forward. We must always remember that we represent not just ourselves, but the over 750,000 people who call Mississauga home. May we always conduct ourselves with integrity and make decisions for the greater good of Mississauga and our residents. I look forward to working with this council to strengthen our city and move Mississauga forward. And while we move forward, we cannot ever forget our past. In fact, we must embrace our history and learn from it to forge a new path forward. From our community centers, to our arenas, to our waterfront and our downtown, to our public spaces, and of course our unrivaled quality of life. Hazel McCallion's influence and legacy on Mississauga can be seen and felt everywhere. Over the past 40 years, Hazel McCallion laid a strong foundation upon which we will continue to build an even greater city. We are in a position to seize upon some exciting opportunities, in large part because of her work and because of her vision to make Mississauga what it is today. For these and so many other reasons, we all owe Hazel McCallion a debt of gratitude. Thank you, Hazel. Each of you here tonight chose Mississauga as your home, just as my husband Brian and I have. The hundreds of thousands of other residents in this city chose to live here. Ask yourself, why did you do so? We chose to live here because of the high quality of life, yes, but also because of something more. The promise the city holds for all of its residents. Whether you've been here for 20 years or 20 days, each of us has an equal opportunity to reach higher and achieve success. Mississauga embodies the great Canadian success story. People from everywhere, every corner of the globe, and all points in between, living together in peace, prosperity, and harmony, celebrating each other's traditions. There are few other places in the world that can match Mississauga's vibrancy and diversity of culture. And there are a few cities that can match our potential as a result as well. But like any 40-year-old city, Mississauga faces some significant challenges, including aging infrastructure, decreasing revenues, the need for increased local and regionally integrated rapid transit, continued economic development, maintaining a competitive tax rate, attracting new investments, and creating jobs for all our residents. But at the same time, we're poised to seize upon some exciting opportunities. We have a highly skilled workforce, speaking over 70 different languages, from over 150 countries. We're home to 63 Fortune 500 companies and almost 60,000 businesses, as well as the Toronto Pearson Airport. We have become a net importer of jobs. Yes, more people come to work in Mississauga daily than leave. We are strategically located within the GTA as a hub of economic activity. And our economy is strong with a GDP that now exceeds $40 billion annually. But to continue to succeed, we must first and foremost get the fundamentals right. And these include investing in transit and transportation networks to reduce congestion and gridlock, maintaining a thriving local economy by attracting investment and by fostering a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship, by lifting people out of poverty and homelessness to ensure that all residents have a chance at success, and instilling a culture of greater openness and transparency at City Hall, developing livable, walkable, and healthy communities through intensification and urbanization, and maintaining strong civic leadership. These are the hallmarks of a world-class city, and our success will be measured by how we address each. We must first start